an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento, the capital of California. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Utah Jazz. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. You got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Monday, they head out on the road to face the Suns in Phoenix. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And for the Kings, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bagley and Dedmon playing together in the front court. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. Well, Doris, early on, every team trying to establish a winning attitude. And now you find out if that can carry through the rigors of an entire regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. I think if you can establish some winning early, that can go a long way toward building momentum, building confidence, especially if you have a young team or if you're a veteran team who has aspirations to be champions. So much at stake early.
Good point. Conley against Fox. Pass to Ingles. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Inside. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Passes it to Ingles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up. And one of those glue guys, Joe Ingles. Doris, talk about what he's brought to the table.
Oh, he brings so much to the table. Joe is an excellent shooter and passer. Mentally, he's got a great IQ. He's a leader, a communicator. And I'll say this to you, on the defensive end, they typically give him a very tough guard.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles. He's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
What you love about Joe Ingles is he's going to give you a little bit of everything. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and he can guard. Whatever you need, he's going to bring it.
Now, here's Fox. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. The rebound by the Jazz. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what, Greg? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Now, here's Fox. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Fox kicks to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Gobert pulls it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Now, here's Fox. Barnes outside. Goes up at the stripe. That one wide left.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Here's Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, good season for him last year. 8th in assists. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Now here's Conley. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. And he's good on the 3-ball.
I don't know how you guard this guy because you've got to play the drive, and right there he buries a 3. That is beautiful.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And one of the worst kept secrets of last season, the Jazz looking for an upgrade in their backcourt to pair with Donovan Mitchell.
Well, there's no question, Greg. That was a poorly kept secret indeed. They felt the Grizzlies leaked their trade talks for Mike Conley, going so far as to call it unethical. Consequently, the guard spot was the big focus for them this summer.
Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by the Kings. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Bielitsa with the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Conley dishes to Ingles. Here's Mitchell. Good D by Heel.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Conley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Mitchell against Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
That free throw, no good.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And he sinks the second.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Now, here's Mitchell. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better? I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
I'll tell you, the thing about Barnes, sometimes struggles to create the tight handle he continues to work on, really thrives when it's catch and shoot.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 7, got a piece of it, and they get it back. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Here's Mitchell. Now Barnes. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They retain possession.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Dedmon finds Fox. Healed against Mitchell. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
Here's Bogdanovich. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Bielitsa. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovich, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bogdanovich in for Heel. Utah also making some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. Boudier comes in for Donovan Mitchell, and it's Exum in for Mike Conley. Here's the teardrop, but they'll get another chance. Here's O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovich said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid.
Take a break.
And what does it translate to?
2 shots.
Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency.
He's off on the first. Corey Joseph's checked in for Sacramento. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. after the Kings pick up 2. Joseph against Moutier. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. And the Kings making a change here. Farrell's checked in. Sacramento leading by 11. Outside, Joseph. The pass to Bogdanovich. Puts it up from 12. Gobert pulls it in. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. Exum deciding where to go with it. Here's Davis. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Joseph has an open look. Sinks the triple. Joseph's got 5 points so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Utah calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
A moment now to see the numbers for Bogdanovich. Some last season stats for him. He was around 14 points a game last year, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
Now here's Exum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gobert with it. Holmes on him. Holmes with the steal. It's deflected. Now here's Davis. Back to Exum. And it's blocked. They recover it. 5 on the clock. Here's O'Neal. Holmes with it. Bogdanovich passes to Joseph. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Pass to Farrell. Outside, Joseph. And Davis sends it back. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Moutier, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, when Moutier plays with passion, this guy capable of converting through contact.
And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Moutier has certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
On the free throw, no good. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, a lot of instinct, a lot of smarts, great skill. but I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverley, so a little bit undersized, but would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Here's Joseph after Ed Davis's score. That one falls. And it's 7 points for Joseph.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Exum dishes to Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza. Two on the clock. O'Neal. Kings leading now by 12. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, this guy was the 43rd pick in the 2004 NBA draft. And what a career for Trevor Ariza. An NBA championship with the Lakers 5 years after he's drafted.
Free throw drops for Ariza. Both free throws good from Trevor Ariza. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Exum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. One second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Kings ahead. They lead by 14. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Mike Conley, one of the best players never to play in an All-Star game, and he says he's tired of the underrated label.
The underrated Mike Conley thing has been out the window for me for a while, and it's gotten a little frustrating because I felt like I've been deserving of it over the years, but it's so hard to crack that spot in the Western Conference, and I'm going to keep working, and hopefully this will be the year.
And as he said, in the West, so many great guards.
And he's been a part of some winning teams, certainly has been in the conversation. He'll just have to be content with that max contract.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Kings, Rashawn Holmes out there with Bagley. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Farrell in at the point guard position. Kings leading now by 10. Pass to Bagley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you, a terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Ball's knocked loose. Now, here's Dedmon. He's guarded by Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Of course, you can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Bjelica, he checks in for Trevor Ariza. He hits the second from the line. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Jazz trail by 13. Conley kicks to Davis. Outside Conley. Mitchell up top, covered by Hield. Kept alive. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The 11-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Jazz have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Bogdanovich against Hield. Count that one. And the Kings' lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Bogdanovich. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Snatched up. Bjelica, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
That free throw missing. Fox, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Utah also making a switch. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Ed Davis. Good on the second free throw. Here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Boy, nothing you can do about that. Mitchell is just simply that good, converting over aggressive defense.
Now, here's Bjelica. 5 points in the game. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Buddy Hield. He had a strong showing last season. 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, top 10 in the league, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Kings.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Free throw good, Fox. Fox hits them both. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Conley with it, picked up by Bagley. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here's Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Let's remember that Donovan Mitchell's first love was baseball. His father played in the minors, coached in the majors. Donovan himself was a star player in high school. It wasn't until he broke his wrist that he decided to dedicate himself to the game of basketball.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Doris, you mentioned baseball where he played pitcher and shortstop. But Mitchell doing just fine, I think, in basketball.
No doubt, Kevin. He's come a long way since high school because back then he was a power dunker and defender. But his transformation into an elite offensive player in the NBA, this is just a credit to this young man's work ethic.
And he makes both free throws.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. No good from outside. With the teardrop, Ingles can't get it to go.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Dedmon. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Mitchell against Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fox.
I think one thing you know about Joe Ingles is he understands angles defensively, and he will compete.
Mitchell wide open. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Now here is Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Mitchell from downtown. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got it back down to single digits for the Jazz.
If you see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm, you're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
Hield finds Fox from 10 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell outside. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Conley. A shot off that time. Good work defensively by Fox. Dedmon passes to Fox. And it's Bagley at the elbow. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Over Bogdanovich. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Bagley. Barnes has got 13.
Man, Kev, that's a tough shot. Now, Barnes, great concentration with a hand in his face.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Takes the 3. He can't hit that time. And the Kings going the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this, Greg. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
And here is Mitchell, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket for Mitchell.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
Barnes outside. Dedmon trying to break free. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
And so he's able to get one of two.
A really solid free throw shooter. The team would like to see Barnes get to that line more often.
Gobert dishes to Conley. Back to Gobert. Conley against Fox. Here's Gobert, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I like how Rudy Gobert is attacking the glass right now. Huge hands to get every rebound in sight.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Kings.
One shot.
Gobert, no good on that free throw. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek freak in Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top four. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Now, here's Fox, following the miss by Michael Conley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Jazz trail by 11. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The wide open look here for Fox. Again, the miss by the Kings. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. To the inside. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Bogdanovich. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Gobert. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Here's Barnes. It's blocked.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovich can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
Conley against Hield. Outside, Fox. Barnes outside. They get the rebound. Here's Bagley. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter, riding the wave here.
Mitchell is double. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Conley from deep. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Ingles finds Conley. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Gobert. Over Bogdanovich. Count that one. And the Kings' lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Gobert.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Gobert's got 8 points. Now Fox. 5 points in the game. Hield outside. Three-pointer. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Utah calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Some changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Riza comes in for Hield, and Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. Moutier, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Dante Exum in for Mike Conley. Now here is Davis. He kicks it to Moutier. Over Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Joseph. He has 7. Passes it to Barnes. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Kicks it to Moutier. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Exum. Here's Gobert. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
Shooting 2. That free throw, no good.
Well, at 7'1", Rudy Gobert has become known as the Stifle Tower. And this guy's starting to excel and get a bigger role on the offensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Barnes. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Bogdanovich. No good on the second free throw.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Now here's Moutier. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Harrison Barnes was the man in the first. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
Some great work from them with the 3-ball. They came in with the idea that they could attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, man.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Jazz trail by 10. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. At the forward slots, it's Bogdanovich and Ingles. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. Fires for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Kings leading now by 7.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate. He's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Hield against Mitchell. Hield kicks to Bagley. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now Utah, fast break. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Fox with it. Stolen by Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
The gigantic frame of Rudy Gobert is a problem for the defense. Very hard to contest this guy without fouling. Because of Rudy Gobert's thin frame, people were trying to take advantage of him early physically in his career. For the Jazz, they wanted him to get stronger, get in the weight room, and become more of a problem.
And he can't get the first one. And for 7-footers like Gobert, it seems, Doris, there's more risk of injury.
Well, everything the Jazz organization has done with Rudy has focused from the core down. They want to make sure their big man has functional strength that eases pressure on the knees and ankles. Both of those areas have been so problematic for guys his size.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Sacramento leading by 7. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And finished off by Bagley.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Conley against Fox. And here's Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Back to Mitchell for the 3. Rebound by the Kings. Bagley's got his 6th rebound on the night. From 13, tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Dedmon's got 5.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here is Conley. Mitchell outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And it's now 22 points for Donovan Mitchell.
How about a nice bounce to his step from Donovan Mitchell? Get in the catch-and-shoot game, sir.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, DA. Thank you. And here is Fox. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Here's Bagley. The second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Kings have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Jeff Green is checked in for Utah. Second free throw, no good.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Good D by Barnes. Sacramento leading by 5. Here's Fox. Here's Bagley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
And Jeff Green, now a journeyman veteran in the NBA. But you know what, Doris? He'll give you good production.
It doesn't matter, Kevin, where you seem to play this guy. Jeff Green finds a way to contribute. Listen, I know his three-point shooting can be hot and cold, but this guy is aware of when to look for it and when to move the basketball. Two qualities you love.
No good on the free throw.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
The Kings making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Sacramento leading by 4. Fox dishes to Barnes. Shoots it. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 16 points for Harrison Barnes.
Boy, that's another basket for Barnes. How about this aggressiveness tonight, earning every penny of that max steal?
Now Conley. He's got 5. Bogdanovich looking around. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, Rudy Gobert with the size and length, they factor on the glass right now.
Conley against Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 7.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 22. To the middle. Here's Green. And yes, it's good. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
On the wing, Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now a moment to see the stats for Conley. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's Utah now. Up top, Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Lets it go from deep. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Now here's Conley. He has 5. Now the pass to Gobert. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Ariza comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Heel. A free throw drops for Gobert. And it's the Kings with the ball, leading by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. A 3 from Bogdanovich. He can't get that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. Now, here is O'Neal. No points in the game yet for him. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green. Lays it up off the glass.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Here's Fox. Pass to Holmes. And the shot goes down. Holmes got his first 2 points of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Exum finds Mitchell. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Green.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now, here's Fox. 9 points in the game so far. And Belhita has it in the corner. Bogdanovich against Mitchell. From 11 feet away. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for Utah. Pass to Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Kings. Holmes got 4 rebounds in this game. Ariza passes to Bogdanovich. Green against Fox. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. 4th, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Joseph, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Utah also making some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mitchell. And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 6. Exum with it. Good work defensively by Fox. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. Misses from short range. Now, here's Exum. He's tightly guarded. And it's blocked. Here's Davis. And the layup falls. Davis has got his second bucket of the night. Sacramento leading by 4. Passes to Holmes. Lobbed up there for Fox.
A huge fan of Fox's shot selection. Doesn't force anything. One reason why he's such a high percentage scorer.
And the Jazz call time here. One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him shirt off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Fox. High post, Gobert. Working on Bagley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Gobert kicks to Green. And the shot is long.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Joseph finds Ariza. Outside, Fox. Stolen by Exum. And stolen by Bielitsa. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Gobert against Bielitsa. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Great showing for him last season. First in shooting percentage, third in blocks, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. The free throw drops for Gobert. And the Kings making a change here. Farrell's checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Ingles is checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now, here's Bielitsa. Defense right on him. 5 on the clock. Here's Farrell, and it's denied. But they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Moutier. Ariza with the rebound. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Kings. Over Moutier. Ariza with the bucket. And the Kings lead by 7.
Such an effective scorer. Trevor Ariza recognizing when he needs to get into his mid-range game.
Moutier kicks to Exum. Sacramento grabs the miss. Outside, Joseph. The pass to Farrell. 3-pointer. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Gobert, the pass to Exum. Davis with it. Defended by Bagley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He misses the free throw. That one is no good. Sacramento leading by 7. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Dante Exum.
And that's the thing about Bagley. Big, athletic, versatile, very hard to stop without fouling.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
Good on the 2nd free throw. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Moutier, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Marvin Bagley. A free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
You know, you look at what a guy like Trevor Ariza can provide on the backside of his career. The numbers don't tell the story. This guy is a consummate professional.
.36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Joseph. Pass to Farrell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Farrell's got his first basket.
This guy is far from just a perimeter threat. I know Farrell's frame is slight, but he knows how to get inside and score the basketball.
12 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Exum. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. That shot misses. And so it's the Sacramento Kings ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Kings leading now by 9. They've got Bielitsa. Corey Joseph is out there with Farrell. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Ariza in at small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Moutier after the Kings pick up 2. Dishes it to Exum. Over Bielitsa. A nice shot by Exum. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Joseph with the ball. Now defended by Moutier. Farrell, that's a two-pointer. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Good on the shot. And that's now 7 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
This is a strength of Moutier's, right? Get into the lane, put your speed to good use.
Here's Joseph. It's blocked. Ingles in the corner. The 3. They get it back. Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw, no good. Barnes is checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Corey Joseph. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich comes in for Gobert. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante Exum. so we can't get either to fall. Kings leading now by 7. And here is Bielitsa. Pass to Farrell. Barnes looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Over Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by the Kings. Jazz trail by 7. He dishes it to Moutier. To the inside. And stolen by Dedmon. Here's Farrell. Barnes outside. Over Ingles. Here's Dedmon. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Kings lead by 9.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Moutier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Hield.
Well, when Emmanuel Moutier has got deep post position, boy, he is going to attack and earn the trip to the stripe.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Kings leading now by 8. Here's Farrell. And here's Barnes for 3. The shot, no good.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
And it's blocked. To the paint, it's Bielitsa, and the dunk by Bielitsa.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Moutier with the bounce pass. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Moutier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
If you're a point guard in the NBA, I say it over and over. That floater has got to be a part of your arsenal. Go ahead, Emmanuel Moutier.
Bielitsa misses. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Jazz. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now Conley. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. 7 points for Conley.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here's Hield.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Yogi Ferrell. And a switcher also for Utah. Mitchell's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Pass to Conley. Outside, Davis. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hield against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, Utah getting another chance here. Here's Davis. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Mitchell finds Conley. Clock at 6. Tries again. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Sacramento leading by 7. Fox looking it over. Here's Barnes. Drains it from 9 feet away. Barnes has got 20 points.
How about that? Barnes in attack mode. Big time power move through traffic.
Conley against Fox. Mitchell left side. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bielitsa's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Jazz trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Conley inside the line, and that one swishes right in.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Now, here's Dedmon. The dish to Barnes. Oh, that's blocked. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Here's Fox over Conley, and Fox gets it to go.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Outside Conley. There's the pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Launches a 3, and with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket for Mitchell.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now, here's Dedmon. Pass to Hield. Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. It's Bielitsa, and Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And here's Barnes for 3.
I love how Bogdanovich gets up and tries to annoy shooters, doing all he can to alter the shot.
Davis kicks to Conley. From outside, off the mark.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Pass to Mitchell. It's deflected. Fox against Conley. Fox passes to Bielitsa. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist in the game. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. And it's Davis at the elbow. He kicks to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court. And he can't get the first one.
And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
Kings leading now by 8. Here's Fox. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
It's blocked. And they're on the break. Dedmon with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. It's Ariza on the wing. Ingles covering. Shot clock at 6. Doubled by Bogdanovich to the right side. Here's Dedmon. That one rolling around and rims out. Jazz trail by 10. Ingles finds Conley. Rebound by the Kings. Fox has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pushing it up. And then Hield with the dunk.
Yeah, not just a finisher now. Barnes always willing to make the extra pass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Yes, that goes in. Fox has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
And the Jazz call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
A fadeaway, and it's Barnes getting it to go. Barnes has got 22.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. To stop the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And here are the Kings now. Fox with it. Passes it to Barnes. To the left side wing. Dedmon passes to Barnes. Shot clock at 3. And it's blocked. That's tipped. Over in the corner, Conley. Looking to get back on track here, and they pick up 2. And here is Fox. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Barnes outside. He feeds it to Heel. And that one's good. Barnes has got 10 points here in the second half.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Sacramento.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for De'Aaron Fox.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 13-point game. Conley's shot is off. Fox finds Ariza. On the wing, Barnes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Ingles. Dedmon with the block. Here's Hield. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.